Hello everyone, welcome back. I've got this new single point sling in today that I want to share with you guys. This one is from Brash Tactical. Um, it's a beautiful sling. I love the multi-cam pattern that they have, this desert cam. Okay. Other thing I like is that it has a strap that is 1.5 inches wide, so it's really great for distributing the weight. Now it does have plastic buckles, but I've stress tested them. They'll pretty much hold the weight of a man. Now if you get this caught in the hydraulic door of a tank, I mean, yeah, they'll probably get cracked. But under most normal training situations, it'll be fine. It'll be fine for home defense. And of course, it comes with the QD swivel thing over here. So let's try this on, and we're gonna go through some ways that you can use this sling, and we'll try it out with a couple of different guns and see how they match up to this sling. Now, one of the things worth mentioning, there is a quick release buckle over here. Okay, that goes on the backside, right? So if you get into a grappling match with somebody, they can't get to that buckle and basically undo it and take your gun, okay? So that goes on the backside. Now, why use a single point sling? Why not a 2-point sling? Well, here's the thing. If you come to the conclusion that this is the size gun that you need, this makes a lot more sense with a single point sling versus a 2-point sling. Hook this up over here. So when you're going to put it in, right, and you want to give it a twist, make sure it locks in place. So with a gun this small, right, so this is a 9mm pistol caliber carbine. Basically, it's a 9mm AR pistol, okay? It has a 4-inch barrel, and then it has, I think, like a 3-inch linear comp, about 6 inches of rail over here. With a gun this small, right, if I was going to use a 2-point sling on this, I pretty much have to attach here and here, okay? So when you attach at this close together, the gun is, it's not going to become that much more stable than if you just use a single point sling, okay? So for me, it makes a lot more sense that if the gun is this small, this light, right, where it's, the downward weight is not a whole lot, it makes a whole lot more sense to just use a single point sling, and then you have the advantage of a lot of flexibility, right? Right, so this gives you a lot of maneuverability. Now, as far as what if you've got to go hands-free, get this out of your way, basically just throw it over your back. Throw this over your back. Okay, with a barrel this short, it's not going to hit your calves like some of the longer barrels will. Right, so this is going to comfortably hang back there, and then when you want to retrieve it, easy enough to retrieve it, okay? So again, you just throw it over your back, let it fall down. Right? It's a short barrel, so it's not going to bounce around too much, right? Flip it around. Okay, now, one of the places where this small gun with this sling setup really shines, if let's say you're in a vehicle, you're sitting down, okay? And first of all, you can comfortably sit like this without the barrel hitting the ground. And if need be, you can point this thing up. It's not going to hit the roof of the car, okay? There's somebody sitting on this side, you point it that way. Somebody's going to sit on that side, you easy flip it around this way, right? You can comfortably, you can shoot all the way behind you. Come around to this side. Okay, see how easy that works? Okay. So in some situations, this might be a good option. Okay. Now, of course, like I said, this is a 9mm. What about a 5.56 with such a short barrel? Well, I have a 7.5-inch AR. I tested that out in the chronograph. At the muzzle with a 7.5-inch barrel, I get 650 foot-pounds, right, with 7.5 inches. So I imagine with a 4-inch, okay, it would the energy would probably come down to about 400 foot-pounds. So the 9mm, right, has about 350, 360 foot-pounds. So to me, it makes sense that if you're gonna go with a barrel that's this short, it makes sense to just go with a pistol caliber, because you don't have all that extra muzzle flash. Okay, so I believe that there is a place for these guns. Now, a situation where, let's say you're indoors, of course you got your pistol as a backup. You're always going to have two guns, right? So this is your primary gun, right? You got your pistol as a backup. Something starts happening across the street, of course you got a third gun, right? You got one of your 5.56 guns here. All right, this is a 10.5-inch barrel. All right, now normally with a gun this big, I carry this with a 2-point sling. I'll attach here and back here, but I also include an end plate over here, because the end plate only costs $10, and it doesn't really add any more weight to the gun. So it's always good to have an end plate, and what that allows me to do is, if I determine that I might need to shoot out a little bit further, because with this gun here, I can easily shoot out to 50 yards. I get out to 75 yards very, very well. I even get out to 100 yards. Past 100 yards, the groups start really opening up a little bit. So if I determine that I'm going to be shooting at a further distance, really easy to get this off. Put this on the side. Get the 5.56 out with the 10.5-inch barrel. Make sure you give it a little twist once you put it in there, so that make sure you lock it in place. And here I am. Now I can shoot out to 200 yards plus. Okay. Now, of course, this has a longer barrel. As you're walking around, this is just walking around. You're gonna see this wants to bounce around a little bit. Okay. So that gun over there is obviously a lot easier to control. Now, if I need to stop this bouncing, one of the techniques that I will use is basically just take the strap, put it around the magazine like that, and now the gun's gonna sit like this, and I can do stuff. Okay. Now with the 10.5-inch barrel, this is gonna wanna come up and hit me in the face a little bit. Interestingly enough, with the longer barrel, with a 6-inch barrel, which has more weight on the end over there, it's actually gonna bounce out a little bit better. Okay, so let me take this off. By the way, getting it in can be a little bit, but getting it out is really easy. So getting it in, getting it out. The out part tends to be a little bit easier, I think. So let's say our gun is a 16-inch, right? We decide to switch out from the pistol caliber to the 5.56 16-inch barrel. Again, I normally carry this. You can see how it's really well worn in over here. I carry this normally with a 2-point, but I still keep a QD end plate over here, so that I have the option, if I ever decide that I need to, go with a single point, I can do it. Right now, as I'm moving around, you will see that, yeah, this is not hitting me in the knees, right? This is a little bit awkward to move around, but hey, there you go. The longer barrel actually makes this a little bit more balanced. This sits a little bit more comfortably like this. If I need to get this out of my way, the way it is right there, just flip this over your back. Just lower it like that, and there it is. All right, and then from there you can retrieve it, roll it out, and there you go. Okay. So this single point sling will work with these longer rifles, but in my opinion, this works best with a gun like this. I mean, and I'll say that in reverse. In my opinion, a gun like this works best with this single point sling, all right? Because with this, I don't have to worry about, doing the whole magazine thing. First of all, it's not going to sit there too long. This magazine's too small. So with this, you just throw the whole thing over your back. Just let it fall, right? Let it fall there. Then retrieving, it's easy. Just grab the gun, bring it around. Okay. From there. Right. And then again, if you wanna, you can easily that way, flip it around this way. Shoot those awkward positions. So I think this is a great combination. Okay. If you have one of these ARs, there's a Palmetto PX9. With the 4-inch barrel. This was, I got a great deal on this. This was like, this is the one that they call blemished. I did a review on this. So I think the blemished one was something like $250 for the entire, the whole upper. Somewhere 250, 280, somewhere around that. And then I got the lower, I think the lower was around $200, somewhere there. So great combination here. You know, and again, with the single point sling, this just makes a lot more sense. This makes a lot more sense. This gun makes a lot more sense with the single point sling than it does with the 2-point sling. Because with the 2-point sling, the 2 points are very close to each other anyway. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found these single point sling tactics, right? You know, basically just being able to use it with the longer gun. You know, flip it around your back, retrieve it. A lot of people don't think about that part, right? Oh, I'm out. But a lot of people don't think about, you know, a lot of people say, hey, the gun in the single point sling is always going to be in your way. It doesn't always have to be in your way. You can always get it out of your way if you need to, okay? If you have a hood, though, it has these flaps over here, the hood's going to be in your way, not the single point sling. And then retrieving it. Okay. So, drop some comments below. Maybe you guys have some different ideas, some other ideas of your own. It helps the algorithms out, helps spread the information. You know, if you're not a member of the channel, subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notifications. Also, in the comments below and in the description, I'm going to put a link to Brash Tactical, to the website. I can't give you guys a link to this sling yet because it's not available. This is a prototype. It's going to come in somewhere in the area of $20 to $25, which I think for an economy sling, it's a great sling. I mean, I have lots of other slings. Some of them a lot more expensive than this, and I just happen to like this one better. So, hope the video was entertaining. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.